Okay. So let's start, Shruti. So,
Yes, sir.
hi, Shruti. So,
Hi.
yeah, what about you, Shruti? So, tell me about your experience. Okay.
Yes, sir. So my profile is 8, 8, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
I got 80.83 percentage in 10th,
Okay.
86.6 in 12th, and 9.76 in my graduation. So I'm a computer science
Mm-hmm.
engineer from MIT World Peace University, and I got a call from Welingkar. I had cleared the cutoff of CAT. My CAT percentile was like 83.63. So I think it was a profile based plus the cutoff was reached, so it was a mixed call. So first of all, when we entered the building, there was a document submission that was going on, and then we were taken towards the registration desk. So there they gave us a panel number. So basically, eight panels of eight people were divided like A, B, C, D. So I got F, and then we were taken to a room where there was a session by the seniors and the teachers about what programs Wellinger gives and what all opportunities are there. So you can also ask questions in that session. So that session was around 30 minutes, I think. And after that, we were taken to our rooms of GD and personal interview. So first of all, there was GD. So there were eight people in one group, and there were two panelists. So that time that was divided was in such a way that there were 20 minutes given, and out of those 20 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes were given for jotting down the points that are there. They
Yeah.
give you
Yeah.
a pen and a paper side only, and
Mm-hmm.
after you have down the points, you have to speak among yourself. You don't have to address the panel like there's in a GD.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually expecting the GD to be on some current affairs or something like opinion on economy or something because of the budget and the
Yeah.
US-China trade war. But actually, the topic was the challenges that the company faces in
Mm-hmm.
maintaining equity, inclusion, and diversity. So, a paper was provided to us in which the topic was given, and in that paper, only the meaning of inclusion, diversity, and equity were written. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was written under inclusion that who is trying to get in but he can't.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on that understanding, we had to have a group discussion on that. So, I think it was a balanced group discussion. Just one or two people were cutting in between. Like it
Mm-hmm.
depends on what type of panelists you have,
Okay.
what type of people you have in your group. So I gave my points 2 to 3 times, and I gave it
Mm-hmm.
with some examples and everything. So there were diverse perspectives being discussed. Like one person tried to took the discussion in some other perspective, and
Mm-hmm.
it was around 15 to 16 minutes, and then the panelists told us to
Okay.
conclude. So around two or three people concluded. Not everyone got a chance to conclude. Also, one person had not spoken, so at the end he was given a chance to speak.
Okay.
So that was for the GD, and after that we were taken to our rooms for PI. So mine was the first only. So
Okay.
it was more like a discussion rather than a question answer. So
Okay.
uh, when entering only, he told me that it is more like a
Mm-hmm.
general discussion. Get to know about
Mm-hmm.
yourself, what you do, why
Mm-hmm.
you want to be. So
Okay.
first of all, he asked to tell me something about myself. So I gave the
Mm-hmm.
introduction that I prepared. So in the introduction only, I had a gap year of 2 years because I graduated in 2023. So I gave the explanation there only in one line. But I did, like I told that I was involved in my family business, but I did not mention the details like how I was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a question that what were your roles and responsibilities on that. So I was
Mm-hmm.
able to justify because he seemed to be satisfied.
Okay.
After There was a general question like, how do you stay up to date on the trends and all the news that is going
Mm-hmm.
on? So I gave a simple example that answer that I read newspapers and I try to watch content online on YouTube or on UPSC sites that are there. And then he asked me some interesting news that I have heard in the last few days.
Okay.
So actually, I was well versed in budget, but one of the
Mm.
panelists said that budget is not interesting. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to pick other topic, and I went on with the China-US trade war. So
yeah.
I explained the whole topic for like 2 to 3 minutes. I went
Mm-hmm.
into some detail. So there were no follow-up questions as such.
Mm-hmm.
He asked my opinion about the topic, like is it good
Mm-hmm.
for India? How
Okay.
is it? So I gave a balanced perspective, like it is good
Mm.
for India because China has been the most favorable country for
Yeah.
manufacturing, but it is shifting to India. And then
Mm.
I also said that because two of the biggest economies are fighting, then it is not so good for the whole world.
Mm.
After that, he also asked me, uh, like I answered that in US China trade war, it is a give and take relationship. So, putting yourself and Welingkar into it. So, how do you think you benefit Welingkar and how Welingkar benefits you? So, basically,
Okay.
it was a high
Mm.
Welingkar question.
Yeah.
So, I told them
Mm.
what qualities I would bring to the institute
Mm.
and what I would do in extracurriculars and other
Mm.
committees that were there. Because we had a session in the morning, it was easier to put what I will contribute. Because in that they
Mm-hmm.
had mentioned their committees and activities. And
Okay.
for Wellinkar, I told that it is a platform that will give me
Mm.
such opportunity, the location
Okay.
advantage and everything. And after that, there were no questions. So even I was shocked
Okay.
that there were no questions on my academics or anything like internship. Also, I had done, but there were no questions on it.
Okay. It is like
So
generally like normal meetings, like normal discussions.
yeah,
Okay. So
I
like
think it depends.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on the panelists also because
Mm-hmm.
some people experience I knew that they were asked
Mm.
some questions related to their field,
Yeah.
but for my there was nothing. Yeah.
Okay. And what about like GD duration? What was the
Duration was like
duration?
20 minutes were given, out of which 4
Okay.
to 5 for jotting down your points.
Okay. 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 And so like any other calls you have?
Yes, sir. I have for
Hmm.
Great Lakes, I have
Great
for
Lakes.
Goa management. I've also
Mm-hmm.
filled form I am Isaac that is there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting the second phase shortlist that is going to be there.
For I am Vizag.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you haven't done any interview. This is your first, I think, Wellinger
Yeah,
interview.
this yeah.
Okay. So what about like others you want to say to others like those who are preparing for Wellinger interview for phase two round?
So basically, you have to be
Hmm.
well versed with the current affairs that is going on,
Mm-hmm.
because they really give more importance to your knowledge about what is going on.
Hmm.
Also, I think a brief catch up on what the academic subjects were there because it was
Hmm.
not asked for me, but as far as I know, it was asked for others.
Yeah.
I was I also actually mentioned that I would like to go for finance, but there were no questions on finance,
Hmm.
not even a single one. So
Okay.
maybe that would be for them. And
Hmm.
there's a form that Wellinger gives in which you have to answer some 5 to 6 questions. So based on those answers, also you can get some questions.
Okay. In the starting of the PI, like
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
given you form.
No, no. We had to fill it while we were at our homes. We
Okay.
gave
Okay.
CS, then
Okay.
we had to fill it. And
Application form.
yeah,
Like
so the printed form of it
okay.
gone to the panelists. They read it and then they ask you questions. So questions can
Okay.
be based on questions also, the answers that you wrote.
Okay. 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 And what about CSP test?
So CSP test
Yeah.
was pretty easy. Like
Hmm.
you had to listen to what the AI was saying, and you had to repeat it, or you had
Hmm.
to complete the sentence or find the
Hmm.
mistake. So you should have good listening skills, and you should be able to speak. So
Hmm.
that is one basic test that
So
communication skills
CSP
are based on.
test. So CSP test was held at the same time or any other day before.
No, no, it was before only. Like it was on
Hmm.
31st of Jan. The interview
Hmm.
was on 8th. So you had a deadline for it.
So both was offline. Both was at Welingkar.
No, no, no. The CSP test
Okay.
is on the dashboard. It is online.
Okay, in the dashboard. Okay,
Yeah,
and interviews was offline.
yeah. Interview was
Okay.
offline.
And Shruti, so tell me about like those GDPI courses जैसा भी हम लोग का चल रहा है एंड बाकी सारे जो भी कोर्सेज होते हैं क्या वो रियली हेल्पफुल होते हैं जो भी बिगिनर्स होते हैं उनके लिए आपका क्या फीडबैक है
Uh,
इसके लिए
Yes, sir. I think I
या
had attended some 4 to 5 sessions of it.
हम्म
So I generally struggle with current affairs. But
हम्म
because the GD topics were based on US-China trade wars, and we also
या
learned about GPT, DeepSeek. So I was
हम्म
well versed with that at least. And
हम्म
it also gives you a confidence to speak. If you're not
हम्म
very good at communicating, you can
या
practice in the and then in real life it will be helpful.
ओके ओके सो व्हाट्स योर प्लान श्रुति फॉर नेक्स्ट आई थिंक फॉर नेक्स्ट कॉलेज एंड फॉर नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन
Yes, sir. So I have
हम्म
already written the
हम्म
answers. So I'll be going through my academic subjects and just
हम्म
current affairs. I
हम्म
think all the schools ask about current affairs, your
हम्म
academics, your interest in which field
हम्म
you want to go, like finance, operations, or anything, and just your profile in general.
हम्म
Thing out of that.
And so tell me, Shruti, so what are the conversion chances in Wellinger? So actually for CAT and CMAT also, and any other examination. So what was the actually cutoff for this college? 80 or basically for minimum any profile based call also.
So for the Bangalore campus,
Hmm.
it was 75 for CAT, and
Hmm.
for the Mumbai campus, it was 80. So I got
Hmm.
83.63. So I had reached
Hmm.
the cutoff. But
Hmm.
the score is about 40% of the
Hmm.
weightage,
Hmm.
and then the PI has weightage, GD has weightage. So it
Hmm.
overall depends on what your cumulative score is.
Hmm. So what is your
So I
suggestion?
think
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, yes,
Sir, I
yes.
think CMAT there are more chances
Hmm.
because CMAT is easier to score. So
Yeah.
people get 90 easily. And the
Hmm.
cutoff for CMAT is 85. So
Yeah.
when you take the weightage, the CMAT scores are better.
Okay, so what is your suggestions, Ruti? So if anyone converted Wellinger, suppose, and fees is I think 14 lakh, I think 14 lakh this year for
Yeah,
Mumbai and Bangalore campus. And placement, I
yeah.
think they are claiming, I think 13 is median for Mumbai and 11 is median for Bangalore campus. So is it true placement and what generally profiles offered in the Wellinger? Any idea about it?
Yes, sir. So there are
Yeah.
different programs that first of all, there's a core
Hmm.
program, and then they
Yeah.
have research and
Hmm.
agriculture, e-business, etc.
Hmm.
So, if you're going for the core program, then the median is around 13, and
Hmm.
the highest they are claiming is 40.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, but the ground reality, actually, even I don't know right now.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Hmm.
whether you want to join or not depends on what other calls you have, and if you
Yeah.
want to take a gap.
Okay.
It
And so, like,
comes
yeah,
Yeah,
what?
when it comes to
Mm,
opportunities, there are many opportunities that they are offering. Like
yeah.
they have different programs, certifications, and
Mm-hmm.
they participate in many extracurricular activities that shown us the video and all
Mm,
the pictures of whatever extracurriculars were done. So
mm-hmm.
opportunities are there. So you have to decide based on what calls you have, other calls you have.
So, in your mind, which college are you planning to do your MBA? If any college
So
converted.
actually, I have not yet thought about it. It will depend on
Okay.
what all I considered, and then I'll
Okay.
assess what is.
Okay. What will your next schedule of the like PA and GT for different colleges?
Uh, yeah, so GD is not there for Great Lakes, but I have an
Okay.
interview on 27th, personal interview for it.
Okay. On which date?
27th.
27th. Okay. Great Lakes. Okay. Okay. For which program? Core.
Yeah, core program only.
Okay. Okay, so thank you, Shruti, for joining us this meeting, and those who have like seen like this, I think interview. So definitely, they will, I think, good in the GD part and CSP test and also for PI.
Yeah.
ठीक है. And आपका लास्ट क्या रिकमेंडेशन रहेगा, बता दो आप.
Just be
Yeah.
confident. They
Hmm.
are testing your communication skills and the fact that you do not get nervous when asked
Hmm.
some questions that you don't know about. You can just say that you will read about it, but don't lose
Okay.
confidence. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Shruti, and thank you for joining us. Thank you.